We've got news from the historic impeachment trial on Capitol Hill. It's over. The Senate has now, by a vote of 51 to 49, found that the second article of impeachment against Department of Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas is unconstitutional because it does not allege a high crime or misdemeanor. That article charged Mayorkas with breach of trust, accusing him of lying to Congress about how secure the border was. All Democrats voted that that article was unconstitutional. All Republicans voted that it was. There are more Democrats than Republicans. And so both articles of impeachment against Secretary Mayorkas have now failed to pass, and there will not be a trial. Senior White House correspondent Selena Wang has been reporting on this for us, and she joins us now from the North Lawn of the White House. Good news for President Biden.
Yeah, look, Terry, this is what the White House said would happen for many weeks now. They said there was nothing here. It was a sham impeachment. It was going to be dead on arrival in the Senate, and that's what we're seeing now. They wanted this over as quick as possible. Their argument has been from the beginning that this is a waste of time and that Congress should be doing its job of doing actual legislation instead of focusing on this. Their argument is to really also flip the script here, Terry. We've been talking about how the border issue is a big vulnerability for the president, and the line of attack they're taking is the president tried to push through that bipartisan border security deal that was passed in the Senate. Meanwhile, it was killed by House Republicans under pressure from Trump, even though this included some of the toughest border security measures in decades. So for the White House, this is playing out exactly as they wanted to.
So they've got, on the one hand, they're going to be saying the president tried to do something practical and pragmatic, and the Republicans in the House rejected it. Instead, they decided to do this, what they'll call empty theater of impeachment. But that issue still hangs over the president's head, as you said, immigration.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think Mayorkas is one thing. And when it comes to the Biden campaign's view, they don't think that's really going to have an impact on voters. But we've been talking about how the border issue is top of mind for these voters. And it does put the president in a tough spot that border security bill was not passed. Now, we know that this White House, this administration, they're looking at ways to address some of the challenges through executive action. But of course, the president is going to be far more limited in that. He really needs congressional support to really make a change at the border. So this is going to be a really tough issue. And if their attempt to flip the script lands with voters, that is definitely a big question. But when it comes to what's happening with Mayorkas, they've been making the argument since the beginning that it's unconstitutional. These are policy disagreements we're talking about. This Congress is deeply divided. So, of course, they are disagreeing on how to deal with the border, but it does not even come close to high crimes and misdemeanors.
Absolutely. Selena Wang with the news there. The impeachment of Secretary Mayorkas is over. Thanks very much.